Joe Biden is looking a little disheveled and very tired. Hi, welcome to JOA. If you're new to my channel, please click that subscribe and click that bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload. I appreciate your support on patreon.com/JOA as well. I want you guys to watch this clip and I'll come back with some more.
You famously told him he didn't have a soul. Do you now have a deeper understanding of him after this meeting?
Thank you very much.
But on the military response, sir?
No, we didn't talk about military response.
In the spirit, Mr. President, you saying that there is no substitute for face-to-face dialogue, and also with what you said at NATO, that the biggest problems right now are Russia and China. You've spoken many times about how you have spent perhaps more time with President Xi than any other world leader. So is there going to become a time where you might call him old friend to old friend and ask him to open up China to the World Health Organization investigators who are trying to get to the bottom of COVID-19?
Let's get something straight. We know each other well. We're not old friends. It's just pure business.
So I guess my question would be, you've said that you were going to press China. You signed on to the G7 communique that said the G7 were calling on China to open up to let the investigators in. But China basically says they don't want to be interfered with anymore. So what happens now?
The impact, the world's attitude toward China as it develops. China's trying very hard to project itself as a responsible and very, very forthcoming nation. That they are trying very hard to talk about how they're taking and helping the world in terms of COVID-19 and vaccines, and they're trying very hard. Look, certain things you don't have to explain to the people of the world. They see the results. Is China really actually trying to get to the bottom of this? One thing we did discuss, as I told you, in the EU and at the G7 and with NATO. What we should be doing, and what I'm going to make an effort to do, is rally the world to work on what is going to be the physical mechanism available to detect early on the next pandemic and have a mechanism by which we can respond to it and respond to it early. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, and we need to do that. Thank you.
So this guy, Peter Doocy, is a Fox News reporter, and I really think he's trying to make a name of himself by asking these controversial type of questions, because each time he asks Jen Psaki a question or even Joe Biden a question, it gets trending on Twitter. I don't like the rhetoric of Joe Biden saying there are certain things in the world that Americans should not know, that the world should not know. No, I believe that we should know whether or not COVID was created in a lab, where COVID was created, how it was created, what's going on, what's going to happen, because we don't need to have a continuous pandemic without knowing. I believe the American people have the honor of knowing whether or not if this COVID situation happened in a lab, especially because a lot of people voted for this man, and we need to know, like, this virus affects people of color. You know, African Americans are 3 times more likely to be affected, and I feel like people who are prone to living into environmental conditions that are prone to bad health due to, you know, their socioeconomical status, due to the type of doctors they have access to, the not so great doctors they have access to. I believe we need to know the 411 on why, where, and how this whole COVID was created, because it really disrupted the world in ways that we hadn't imagined at all whatsoever. Biden clearly looks tired. He looks disheveled clearly in this video. I don't know if he had jet lag from traveling, but I mean, I don't know if he's trying to be a meme with the whole sunglasses and everything, but he looks creepy as hell. We need to know what's going on. We need to know your discussion with China. We need to know the 411, because we all know that your son, Hunter Biden, has a huge affiliation, a huge working relationship with China, and there seems to be a conflict of interest here. So I don't really trust him in terms of his international relations, going overseas, talking to different people. I don't feel like I can trust Biden when it comes to having these commentaries with Putin and having these commentaries towards China when it's a conflict of interest, because he has a son who used the N-word in a text message, by the way. and I didn't hear any loud cries from the Democrats about this at all. There is obviously a system of bad interest between Biden and China, because they have work relations with one another. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload. Deuces. Yay!